Viewers, the high-budget blockbuster Malayalam film L2 Empuraan has stirred a controversy after the portrayal of certain historical events. The film, starring popular actors Mohanlal and Prithviraj Sukumaran, is racking up huge numbers at the box office. But the film also has drawn criticism from multiple right-wing groups by drawing a link to the 2002 Godhra riots. Now, the RSS mouthpiece organizer has accused the filmmakers of peddling an anti-Hindu political agenda through its portrayal of the 2002 Godhra riots. It claims that the makers have delved into the riots with a clear bias, and this is posing a serious threat to societal harmony. They further go on to say that the film is using violence to vilify all Hindus. Following the uproar, actor Mohanlal issued a statement on Facebook where he admits that the film and its political social themes may have caused certain distress to his loved ones. He goes on to say that his duty is to ensure that his films do not incite hatred, and now the makers have decided to remove such themes from the film. He further goes on to apologize for causing distress, saying that there's nothing greater for him than the love of the people. Now, following this statement, the Kerala BJP president has also made it clear that while every film must be seen as a film and nothing more, he says he will only watch the movie after the necessary cuts are made. However, opposition is now gunning for the BJP. The Kerala Chief Minister, Pinarayi Vijayan, has attended the film screening earlier today, after which he claimed that the producers have been forced to censor the film. He further says that RSS is creating an atmosphere of fear, and this is only exposing their fascist attitude. Opposition today is calling it a violation of democratic rights and a deliberate act to vilify artists.
It is a fact that a movie is supposed to be fiction. But when a movie is supposed to be fiction and still it hurts them, it means that reality pricks them. But Empuraan is going to be, it's already a super hit. It will be a record-creating movie.
It's not a political movie. It's a fictitious movie. It's completely fiction, and the director and the writer have the freedom of expression. They can do their own. But they are not portraying, directly attacking any political party.
I am a big fan of Mohanlal. I continue to be a big fan of Mohanlal. And that I was looking forward to watching the sequel, L2. But it turns out that the feedback that I've received is that the movie is not a great movie. The movie is full of distortions. And I have said today that I am choosing my right not to watch the movie.
All right, Professor Rakesh Sinha, in fact, joins us from debate number 1. Also with us is Rahul Ishwar, activist, Shyam Prasad Meka, leader of the Congress party, joining us. We also have Advocate B.N. Haskar, who's a political analyst, joining us. Advocate Haskar, I believe you've seen the film. What do you make of this allegation of the BJP that, the film is based on historical inaccuracies? We've seen the statement coming in from the organizer, which says that, the filmmakers are deeply polarizing in their approach and in the way they have made this film. Your response to that?
It is absolutely absurdity only, because this is not a historical film. It is not from the history. It is only a fiction. Fiction should be deal with a fictionless attitude, nothing else. Because it doesn't see that people are saying that some vandalists are saying that this is against Hindutva agendas or Hindutva activities or ideology. This is absolutely absurd. Nothing is there. They want to create such an atmosphere in the society after the post-Godhra issue. That is the only factor which is, I'm shamed and shocked regarding the Mohanlal's apologies, regarding the scenes in the film. It is not his duty to do that. The government as well as the Hindutva activists are doing to censor the entire artwork and art forms in the country.
Rahul Ishwar, your response to that? Rahul Ishwar, this is an attempt by the right wing to sort of criticize or censor the filmmakers.
Quick to response and a fact check. First of all, Mohanlal didn't apologize. Mohanlal expressed regret. Mohanlal said that many sections of our society, to be more honest, BJP and Sangh Parivar brothers, they have felt bad. And it is the duty of Mohanlal to acknowledge, because Mohanlal and Mammootty belongs to all. And that in-depth nuance of it is Prithviraj's mother last election even campaigned for Modi ji. But Prithviraj is anti-BJP. There is nothing wrong in it. Prithviraj has put forward a very strong political narrative attacking the Hindutva party party, attacking BJP, and it is very open and wide. See, there is nothing wrong in it. The movie is a brilliant movie, the KGF of Kerala. But there are some references which really goes over the board. For example, there is a Hindutva leader who says, we will bomb 2 dams and drown 2 districts in Kerala, and which will kill lakhs of people. See, this is going too far. You cannot stretch it too far. See, anybody can criticize everyone. And second, I am a Hindu activist. I respect Hindutvawadis, but I am not one among them. But you cannot have a movie which stereotypes all Hindutva activists as bad. No, in this movie, not even one good BJP RSS person is shown. They could have easily shown Modi ji in a very good light, because Modi ji got a clean chit from all the courts, all the institutions of this nation. So none in the BJP RSS spectrum is shown in good light, and they are all shown as bad, villainous, or drug pullers, and people who are ready to bomb. So that's unfair. We need to maintain a sense of balance. Lucifer 1 was also political, but it maintained a sense of balance. But what happened to Empuraan is, it is tilted over left. It has gone to a ultra right, ultra left point of view, attacking, demonizing the entire right-wing spectrum as bad, and that is unfair from Prithviraj. And Prithviraj got this feedback. They understood. Mohanlal owned it up, and they said they will delete 17 particular scenes which demonizes and demeans the entire BJP sunk infrastructure. That is absolutely
Respond to that, Advocate Haskar, because the point is this, that one can have their own ideological point of view. His point is saying that you have to also treat certain things fairly. You cannot, paint an entire ideology in black, because there's going to be a backlash. There will be a backlash if that is the case.
See, there are scenes which is going to be criticizing the CPM factors or LDA factors in the movie also. That scenes comes from a mega Tiruvadira which was organized by the CPM district conference. If we say that it is against CPM or if it is against the LDF, how can we treat it like this? Every art form should be treated like an art form. It is a fictitious one. Why should you create such a situation in the history of India? See, Godhra issue and the Gujarat issue is a very well we can say that it is a black history. So we cannot simply clear it off. We can't simply clear it off. See, it is true fact that both Godhra as well as the Gujarat is a bad history in the history of India.
May I ask you, Mr. Haskar, may I ask you one pointed question? We'll come to Godhra in just a minute. Isn't it a fact that film portrays a leader who's in the image of the Prime Minister? It doesn't say it is, but is in the image. And then it is Mohanlal and Prithviraj who defeat him with the help of foreign forces. What is the message being sent here? That we need foreign forces to defeat the powers that be at the center. Is that the message that you feel should be sent out to society at large?
No, not at all. It is not treated like a character. It is only a character named as Bajrangi. Bajrangi is a character, and it is a fictitious character. Try to understand why. See, we are expecting RSS and RSS ideologies like this only. They will approach the history like this only. They will approach every art form like this only.
No, like this only. I mean, the point is, fine, RSS will have a right-wing ideology, the leftists will have a different ideology. The point is, the portrayal is bound to be controversial. When there is a Sabarmati report, then there were questions that Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan had. There were certain questions related to Chhava also. When these films were being screened in Parliament, there was controversy. So, Mr. Haskar, the only question is about a fair portrayal. Is that not something that should be asked? Is that not a rightful question to be asked?
We don't expect any fair portrait for a fiction. It is the filmmaker who has to decide what to do. It is his creation. We should treat a film or an art form as a creation.
Professor Rakesh Sinha, it's a piece of fiction. Why are you getting so worried? Treat it as an art form. Don't treat it as a factual report.
The art has a vital role to communicate the common message and uplift the consciousness of the people. Instead of that, this particular film is a completely politically motivated. It is not a fiction. It is directed by the CPM headquarters. I am asking a counter question: will he make a film on Mopla and so that the Muslims looted, plundered the Hindu houses, raped the Hindu women's dignity were attacked, their properties were looted? Then they will say, no, this was a proletariat versus the capitalist. Here they have avoided the Sabarmati 1059 Hindus were innocent Hindus were killed. That was a conspiracy. And here the film is directed to vilify the Hindus in general and and BJP and RSS in particular. It also indirectly attacking the image of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. When you are disrespecting the court, you cannot make fictions on the real events. And in the name of fiction, in the name of freedom of speech and freedom of art, you cannot do something which divide the society and fracture our opinion. The way the film has been projected, it is against the Hindu sentiment, number one, then the political interest of the BJP, number two, and the image of our political leadership, number three. In the name of the RSS, so RSS is a fascist organ. What fascist does it mean? Pinarayi Vijayan is a fascist. He's becoming the part of the film. He's seeing the film and then he's giving a clean sheet and saying that this film is a great film. Okay. Suppose I make a film, and that film portrays that Muslims of Kerala were responsible for the killing of the Hindus. What will be the reaction of the present generation of the Muslims? What would be the reaction of the present leadership of the Muslim? Okay.
Respond to that. Shyam Prasad Meka, respond to that.
Nizam played a very...
Respond to that. Will there be a similar film on Mopla riots talking about the role of...
I saw that...
Yeah, one second. Mr. Sinha, I want Shyam Prasad Meka to come in. You know, the tables are turned and there is a similar film made from the other perspective. There will be problems that political parties there would have. So one has to be fair in their portrayal. That's the point being made.
Yeah, first of all, Madhav, I refuse to get into this Hindu versus Muslim narrative in this. It's after all a film. So why are we even asking, oh, will there be a film on Mopla? How do I know? Some director might take it. How am I answerable for that?
No, answer for this film. He is asking you a hypothetical question based on this debate and this criticism.
I am even on this film also, I'm telling, this is a film. If we like it, we'll watch it. If it is entertaining, we'll watch it. Otherwise, we won't. But if there is some sort of a corruption in the form of historical facts, that the academicians are going to debate and going to point out. As simple as that. My friend Rahul Ishwar knows that. That's what he does.
But that's what's happening here. That's exactly what's happening here. Those who have to criticize it are criticizing it. There's an entire article that's been written in the organizer.
There is nothing. We are unnecessarily making it an issue. Maybe I am even getting a doubt that these film producers are
you know, Mr. Meka, there were controversies surrounding Chhava. There were controversies surrounding the Sabarmati report. They were all debated. They were all discussed in all media. And in this case also, this will be discussed and debated. Whatever the fact is come out, the fact that their filmmakers have had to, you know, bring in certain cuts, 17 of them, I believe, at last count, certainly shows that they could have been perhaps thinking about all of these aspects a little more before putting out the film. I'm just going to leave it there. Certainly, of course, as a media organization, freedom of speech is extremely important, but there are sensitivities in society because the freedom of expression is also not an absolute right. There are reasonable restrictions to that. Let's leave it there. Professor Rakesh Sinha, Rahul Ishwar, Shyam Prasad Meka, Advocate B.N. Haskar, thanks so much for joining us this evening.